Hey everybody, Smashing Game Time here. We are in day 4 of our Game of the Year coverage. We've got 2 categories coming at you. Let's jump right into the first one. I got Jake and Josh here with me. Jake and Josh, say hello.
Hi all.
All right, so the first category, we've got Best Moment. I'm just going to read down. We've got a long list here. This could be in-game or in real world, so let's run down this list. For Best Moment, we've got getting the Wordle word on the first attempt, playing as Goku in Fortnite, the ending to Norco, Norco Bird, we'll get into that more a little bit, Sick Marvel Snap Combo, Lila's Absent Father, Moonscar's Mirror Fight, the Manual in Tunic, Signalis There Are No Rules, the opening of Somerville, Any Boss in Elden Ring, the Let Me Solo Her phenomenon taking over Elden Ring, Suicide Squad Kevin Conroy's Batman reveal, the Hades 2 reveal, Riot Games coming to Game Pass on the PC, Ash leaving Pokemon, running into Schmiley in the back rooms, Fashion Glove Slap from Fashion Police Squad, Evil West, all of it, Callisto Protocol entering the overworld for the first time, Transformers Reactivate trailer. We've got a long list here, gentlemen. I just thought of another one.
Oh God.
Nobody Saves the World. Okay, so looking at these, has anyone in here gotten the Wordle? Has anyone gotten first attempt on Wordle?
Yes.
How did you feel?
What
was the word? You kinky bitch.
I don't remember what the word. I think it was like beach.
Wait, was Wordle even this year?
Yeah, Wordle came out December of last year, but it didn't really take off until January.
Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and say just remove it from the list right now.
Remove it, you troll.
Man, I knew you guys were gonna put up a fight.
Have you ever got
Wordle.
the first attempt, Nick? Have you ever got first attempt?
No, I've gotten second attempt.
Yeah, go ahead and remove that.
But it felt fucking good, so I can only imagine how the first attempt feels. Fuck you guys.
Fuck my ass.
Well, just keep assuming what it feels like because you're never gonna get it.
Let me know when you get second attempt, Nick.
Now that New York Times has it, you'll never get first attempt, you bitch. Playing as Goku in Fortnite. Guys, playing as a Dragon Ball Z character in Fortnite is pretty cool.
Yeah, but here's the funny thing. I'm pretty sure it was either 2020 or 2021. You could play Dragon Ball Z Kakarot, which lets you play as said person.
Guys, but it's Fortnite, and they added
Nick, I don't think it was playing as Goku. It was doing the Kamehameha wave as LeBron James.
Yes.
Just the fact that they had a Dragon Ball Z event this year. Like, that was a lot of fun. They had an overworld where you could go. I actually went to this overworld and watched an episode of Dragon Ball Super. And those are like 20 minutes. So I sat in this comfy Fortnite desk, no affiliation. And I watched an episode of Dragon Ball Super.
Hey, you know what I realized?
Nick sucks.
Well, you know what else I just realized? Nick didn't really get into Fortnite until he got that chair.
Yeah. What's up with that, Nick?
I got that chair. I got this chair in, what was it, 2020?
Well, I also got this chair.
It was late 2020 though, right? Like Thanksgiving 2020. I played Fortnite. I played Fortnite that year from like in 2020 I played it from February to probably May. Like that's when I played it very heavily. It was the spy season. I forget exactly what season it was. Then the ocean season happened and I fell off completely. And then this year I just jumped back into Fortnite. I started playing with some folks and it's been a lot of fun.
So I wouldn't say like just playing as Goku as a moment. I just think like playing as your favorite anime character, because Fortnite is giving what a lot of people want in video games is anime crossovers.
Yep, and their next one, hinted based on just the fact how they're going down this, down each door, is JoJo. JoJo's giving the next one.
JoJo's getting it. Yep.
Because we were just talking.
Bleach get it with the 1,000-year.
Yep, Bleach will definitely get it, which I'll
Bleach will get it.
Very upset. Chainsaw Man.
Chainsaw Man's gonna get it.
Chainsaw.
But it's so smart just because like anime's never been more popular than it is right now. Am I right?
Yeah, it's becoming more mainstream.
Yeah.
Which I'm happy it is.
It's entering the zeitgeist, and like over at Epic, they're like, guys, these fucking dorks love their anime. We got to get all this shit in right now.
Like My Hero right now is like stupid awesome, and this is probably the best time for them to do My Hero.
Like, literally, with just thinking of the top 3 right now, it's My Hero, Chainsaw Man, and Bleach. Those three are dominant. And then even then, you still got Spy X Family right behind that, and then
You got maybe Attack on Titan in the future.
Yeah, because I mean, literally, there's
Part
so much.
7.
So do I rename this Anime X Fortnite?
Yeah.
And you know what? Like I'm on the message boards always looking to see like what sales are coming up and stuff. And people are always clamoring for like Naruto to go back up and like wanting the Dragon Ball Z stuff to come back up. So people love those fucking crossovers.
Yeah, but what's the grind to get them?
The grind to get there's no grind. You just buy them.
Just buy them.
You get
So just waiting for them to come back up for sale. If anything, they'll come back. I could see them come back over the summer because the summer of anime. That's a thing.
I know for a fact that like when we got into Arcane earlier this year, I was aware of Arcane skins and I started looking into like, hey, when was the last time Arcane skins were in? They haven't been in since January, so hopefully soon or whenever season 2 happens. But I know it's anime adjacent, but like I understand what they're going through. Like, I want this and it's not there. What the fuck? Like every once in a while I get killed by Jinx and I'm like, I want that Jinx skin.
Dude, speaking of Arcane, I could see like do like a trailer for Arcane, maybe at MSI this year or Worlds next year, because we're due for another season. Arcane was huge.
It was really huge. I hope they take their time with it and get it right. So we can keep Anime X Fortnite for now.
For now,
yeah, that's fine.
Okay, Norco ending and Norco Bird. So Norco again is the story set in New. I brought this up yesterday, but it's set in New Orleans. It's very sci-fi, like end of the world dystopian. You're the main character, and Norco spoilers, obviously. You've moved back after your mom's died, and your mom's like uploaded her memories into an AI. But like the mystery is like, what happened to her? Where is she? Like, why did all this happen? And you stumble into a mystery that involves this cult, and I forget what they all called themselves. Were they all Darren or Derek or something? All these weird boys with bowl cuts, like calling each other the same name, and they're obsessed with like shooting themselves up into space. So they're all like Elon Musk fans, basically. And it's just this weird ending where like you eventually find the main bad guy, who's this old like homeless bum guy. And you're getting ready to shoot. Like, there's multiple endings, but the one I got was you shoot off into space. I think he kills you, and then your brother's off in space. I don't think it stands, but like I don't know what kind of emotional state I was in over the summer. Had some stuff happen, but it was rough. And then this Norco Bird. So like this game, there's hints of sci-fi, and it's very weird. You got like a little robot buddy, and like you'll play flashbacks where your mom's running around with like a private eye, trying to make money doing like these random jobs, kind of like how how TaskRabbit is, where you can pay someone money here and there to do stuff, but people pay to like do like seedy shit. They're like, oh, go hack this or go beat this guy up, stuff like that. And you find out this weird looking fucking bird is popping up. If you guys hop onto YouTube and type in Norco Bird, I think it'll pop up. It's the creepiest fucking thing. It kind of made me shit my pants.
Well, that's not the first time.
Well, these video. Oh yeah, fuck you, Jake. But it comes out of nowhere, and it shouldn't have like surprised me as much as it did, because this game is weird. But it's just very unfucking settling, and I forget the exact term for what this bird is called. But it's just so fucking like, you go into this garage to meet your contact for the website, and you walk into it, and it's just this bird up on the perch just staring down at you, and it's fucking scary.
Is it by chance Super Duck?
I think it's Super Duck. Just take my word for it. It's very creepy. I don't think it'll stick.
Oh, I found it.
Ew.
It was just very overwhelming. It's a very weird game. I think you guys would dig it.
I don't know if that, in my opinion, would be considered best moment. Maybe for you personally, but
maybe for you bird people.
Okay, I just wanted to put Norco up there, but we can get rid of it. Here's one that we've all experienced: a sick Marvel Snap combo. My personal favorite was when I was running my zoo deck. You drop it's been so long since I played them, but you drop all these cards that make your level 1 cards like fucking juiced up, and then you drop Onslaught and it quadruple juices them up.
So I think a sick Marvel Snap combo is equivalent to having a really good game of like anything. Like if you had like a really good round of Call of Duty, basically. I don't know if they would
Yeah,
consider
I
like a
agree.
best moment.
So I have another one. I have another one that hits really hard. Do you guys know the death card?
Yeah.
Yep.
So death is 12 costs, and I think she's like 14 power. And her rule is if you destroy enough cards, that her cost goes down for each card destroyed. Well, I have a way around it. I have a bunch of cards that discard cards from your hand. Some of them are random, but Lady Sif will take the most powerful one. So I go turn 3, Lady Sif, discard death, and this doesn't happen all the time, but when it does, it's sweet. Discard death. Turn 4, play play Ghost Rider, and he brings death back. And then turn 5 and 6, you can do whatever the fuck you want, because that person's like over there, it's like trying to like, oh shit, what do like they just dropped a 14-point death over here, and now I have to focus on winning these other two, and likelihood is you have something 5 and 6 that's gonna win you the game in one of those other two anyway.
I still stand by what I said.
Yeah, Josh is correct.
Oh, you guys. All right.
You suck.
Bye, Marvel Snap. I tried for you, bud.
Tell us real stories, Nick.
Lila's absent father. So this is from Lila's Sky arc that we talked about yesterday. There are no Lila's spoilers for Lila's Sky arc. Her mom's died. Her mom died before the game started, and the dad was very absent throughout a lot of the time being gone. And I think there's a lot of talk about him being a general. But she basically goes on this adventure to save her people, and like is like randomly finding like notes from her father's journal about like how he wishes he was a better father. And you know what? Maybe since I'm the only dad, this one will hit me. But like I thought it was very like the notes got sadder and sadder as it went along. And again, I can see you guys like just staring at me like, get the fuck out of here.
No, I was waiting for like, oh, and then turns out she has to fight her father or something
Or
like
she already fought him, like he was the first boss or something.
He was the
Yeah.
drummer. No, there was nothing like that.
Oh, then get it out of
They're
here.
just
fine.
sad little notes.
I feel like all of Nick's things that he's picked, except for the Tunics manual, maybe, because I do know that one.
Moonscar's mirror fight is cool because it makes you think, you know what? I'm not even going to try and explain it because you know what? The latest update did take it out.
There's no more
Wait, so you don't even fight yourself in
only
the mirror?
only some of them do. I remember reading this update and thinking like that was one of the cool parts of the game. I know it was frustrating.
Remove. And no, that to me that's like something that no one else does, and that's really cool. Like if you would have kept that in there,
Like, I mean, like, I see it. I could see it kind of being annoying, but like the first time it happens, I'd think that'd be a cool moment. Be like,
yeah, that'd
oh,
be like the
shit.
coolest thing.
Like,
Yeah, like
and then you end up dying because,
because you get your ass beat by yourself.
well, then you start all the
The
way
Tunic manual is cool, and I think it can stay for now.
So yeah, I agree. You're talking about the true ending, right?
No, just I'm talking about the manual from Tunic. Like realizing that you're picking up pages for an actual manual throughout the game.
Right. So you're talking about the true ending, right?
I'm not talking about the ending. I'm just talking about the manual, Josh. The manual.
Just the thought that you could pick up a manual.
I'm not
spoiler alert.
Not talking about the ending at all. You pick up the manual throughout the game. Have you beat Tunic?
I've not beat it, but I've seen what happens.
Okay, well I haven't, but I'm just talking about the manual itself. I'm not talking about any ending.
Okay, well the manual itself I don't think is that cool.
Josh, have you zoomed in on the manual?
I have not.
It has the little details of the manual. If you zoom in on, like, if you're on a page and you zoom in, it looks just like a fucking manual. If games had smell-o-vision, it would be in the fucking game.
Jake, just to humor Nick, let's just leave it on there for now. It's gonna get removed eventually.
Oh yeah, it's gonna get removed.
Oh,
I'm
fuck
sorry,
you
Nick.
guys. Signalis, there are no rules. So Signalis is an isometric PS1 looking ass horror adventure game. You play as a robot going through a spaceship that's haunted by a bunch of other zombie robots. Very much Silent Hill and Resident Evil. You go deep, so you start out like on the Earth's surface, and like you keep finding holes to go deeper and deeper into because you're looking for your human lover. Stay with me. This is very anime. I think you guys would like this game, by the way. It's very weird too. But the deeper into the ship and deeper into the planet you go, the weirder the game gets. Like there are less rules. So like, For example, you know how so isometric, let's say you're in a room and you can go into the door left, the door right, the door up, the door down. You go into the door left, you come out of the other room, door up. And it just completely abandons all rules that you're aware of. And it just keeps fucking with you in that way. I think if I remember correctly, it cuts the lights eventually in a few rooms. It just fucks with shit that you're used to. And it's just one of those weird, unsettling things. Like you're already unsettled because the atmosphere is creepy and the enemies are creepy. But it keeps changing the rules the deeper into the areas you go.
See, this is the kind of shit I'm talking about. That's the kind of shit that I'm like, in my opinion, it's very interesting. It's unconventional, and it has my attention. And I consider that a really good thing. Like it's a really catches me in the moment.
Anything, Jake?
No.
A man of few words. I love it. The Somerville opening. Somerville opens on. So Somerville is from. It's not from the Play Dead guys, but it's from a few guys that were with Play Dead because they broke up, if you remember correctly. And this opens. You start playing as the kid. And as soon as you start playing as a kid, like your heart starts thinking like, they're going to fucking kill this kid, aren't they? Like they have him, like the parents and the kid have fallen asleep on the couch watching TV. The kid gets up, goes and gets his flashlight, goes into the kitchen, pulls the drawers out so he can get up on the drawers to go look for something. And then like a big bang comes from the outside and knocks the kid into a trash can. He's screaming. He wakes up the parents. They kind of go about their business. Like the mom's getting ready to start a bath. Dad's cleaning up it's an achievement to clean up the mess the kid just made. And the dad's like, all right, this fucking dog, I'm going to feed this dog. And then eventually like it gets to the point where like the weird lights are outside. So you go outside and this giant ship is just above your farmhouse. It's like completely abandoned. Like it's just you, like you don't really see much. And the ship just starts shooting like these purple shards out of the sky. And like you go to hide in the attic, you go to hide in the basement. And one of those shards ends up running through your house into the basement. And like an alien is like hanging from it, like half dead. And for some reason, your dumbass character's like, I'm going to go touch that alien. He touches that fucking alien, it knocks him out. He wakes up, his family's gone, and he has superpowers. And that's how the game opens.
Okay.
And does the game carry all the way through? No, but it's a really solid fucking opening. If you played Limbo or Inside, you're sitting there waiting for like this game to take off, and like that opening is really promising.
I mean, just based on the premise alone like that, I would definitely say I'd play it.
And like the power it gives you the ability to melt matter. So like if there's like a solid object, you can melt it, so you can like walk above it or walk over it.
Huh.
Yeah, premise alone, I'd give it a try.
It's
Yeah,
okay.
good.
I played it on Game Pass. Ended up buying it. Probably shouldn't have bought it, but fuck it. Can it swing for a moment?
It can swing for a moment.
I want to dangle there in your face like balls.
So Jake has nominated any boss in Elden Ring. Let's hear these bosses, because Jake's only
any
played a little
boss.
bit of Elden Ring.
No, actually, I haven't touched any of it.
Oh, here we
Why
go.
hasn't it even nominated then? Damn it!
Because I've watched a lot of content on Elden Ring, and it's stupid good.
Content muncher over here, Jacob Kaufman.
That's just it, Jake. You're saying any boss. Like, if you picked one specifically, I'd be like, okay, yeah, but you said any boss. Like, it's a From
Melina.
Software game. It's a From Software game.
Melina.
If their boss fights aren't good or grab your attention at the moment, then it's like, why is it even here?
Now, is Milena the one that created Let Me Solo Her? Like that was
Yes.
Because he beat her, I think, what is it, over 1,000 times at the time?
Several times, and it's so good, guys. I'm like, even if you could just delete the whole any boss, just
No,
Let
the
Me
whole
Solo
Solo
Her.
Her. Let Me Solo Her is is definitely a moment that
It's
it carried Elden Ring beyond what it was, beyond its lifespan, as far as attention.
I think Let Me Solo Her swings for now,
yes,
because I've never played the game, but I am fully aware of Let Me Solo Her.
we all are.
We all are. Suicide Squad, Kevin Conroy's Batman reveal. I feel like Josh put this on.
Okay, so yes, I did. First off, rest in peace, Kevin Conroy.
R.I.P. King.
Yes, R.I.P.
The greatest Batman voice actor we'll ever see in our lifetime. But the fact that he is going to be on the spiritual successor to the Arkham franchise, or Suicide Squad's supposed to be the follow up for it, or like the spiritual successor. So the fact that this will be his last thing, his last project that he was on, hopefully is going to be a bittersweet ending.
So I have a question.
Yes.
What if Suicide Squad sucks?
Like
We will always
Gotham
have.
Knights.
I think the fact that Kevin Conroy is just basically still a part of it, it will at least make it a mediocre game at best.
It'll be the shining moment in the middle of a turd.
Yes.
What is that?
What is what?
You guys not hear that? Like,
I hear like a thumb.
That's terrifying. I think I'm the only one hearing it.
Maybe it's something playing on your computer, Jake. We're gonna move on. We'll keep Suicide Squad for now. The Hades 2 reveal. I thought that was really cool because this is coming from Supergiant Games. They have never done a sequel, and the fact that they're now doing a sequel and it's to Hades, just.
And the fact that Hades technically you could have left it as is, and it's just like there was no like chance for. You know what I mean? Like they didn't leave like it ambiguously for a sequel. Like the fact that they're bringing it, it's like a whole unexpected twist.
You didn't have to do another one, but they are.
They are,
and I'm here for it. It stays for now. Jake might not like this next one, but Riot Games on Game Pass for the PC.
I see. I think you can get rid of it personally too.
I think that's big. I think that's really big.
No, it was big.
Okay,
but I
so
don't think
if-
it was like. I don't think it was like that hyped up though.
So correct me if I'm wrong, because you guys were arguing about it a little bit ago. It's only for PC. It's not for
Correct.
like if you have an Xbox. So to me, it's not that big of a deal because guess what? I can go to Epic Games and I can download all the games. They're free.
But don't you get all the characters on Game Pass?
But can't
Get
you also
all the-
just play the game and unlock the characters?
Yeah, but you know how much time it takes to
but
unlock all
that's
those
a lot.
characters?
It's a lot of time.
You guys are talking to the guy who unlocked every single character in Rainbow Six Siege for free.
But I also think this is take into consideration like all the stuff going on with Microsoft and Activision right now. Like you can look at this and argue like there are a lot of people who are pro Microsoft buying Activision. I'm starting to lean towards the side of them not acquiring Activision. I look at stuff like this and like Riot's in a really good spot right now PC wise, and Microsoft's in a really good spot Game Pass wise, and just adding that to their arsenal and having that there, it kind of makes that a lot more messier.
So you know why they added to it, right?
No, go ahead and.
So some of their
Enlighten
games
me.
are actually coming to console.
Which ones? All of them, or
So I think Valorant might be coming to console. Wild Rift, oddly enough, Wild Rift might come to console.
what is Wild
and
Rift?
then-
Is that their fighting game?
No, Wild Rift is their League of Legends on the phone,
Okay.
which is exactly the same thing. And then you have Project L, which is their fighting game that they're coming out, which is a huge deal. Everyone's like looking like Riot's taking over everything.
That's why I think it's a big. I think that's why that not best moment, but I think that's why it's a big deal. But we can delete it. It's more of like a big news moment.
Well, I say more if it was going to console immediately, I would agree. Like, yeah, that's huge. Because
I don't know how they would play League of Legends on console. I mean,
that's what I'm
Good
saying.
luck,
Like,
noobs.
for telling me it's only going to be the PC Game Pass, it's like, why even bother that? Literally, yeah, you're right. You can get your characters unlocked, but guess what? I can also just go play the game and unlock them. Save myself the $15.
It doesn't sound like it's gelling with. Excuse me. It doesn't sound like it's gelling with Josh. We can get rid of it.
Once it goes to console, then I say keep it. But until then, it's not really best moment. You know what I mean?
This next one's a heavy hitter. Ash leaving Pokemon. Guys, I know. It's gaming adjacent, but 25. How many? 1999, 1998, something like that. This man has been trying to be a Pokemon master, and now we're just throwing him aside.
man,
Well, I
how
mean, he
long
did
does it
become a
take
Pokemon
10-year-old
champion.
Well, he's still
How long
technically
does it
10
take
years
a
old.
10-year-old man?
He's
I
still
know
10.
someone was. I saw comments on IGN. It was so fucking funny.
Go ahead, tell us, Jake.
I gotta find it. It was so funny.
The one meme I saw is it's Pikachu crying and it says, "I'm tired, coach."
I'm sorry.
Coach, I'm so tired. I just think that's a not only best moment. I just think that's crazy that like they're comfortable enough. They're like, yeah, we don't fucking need him anymore.
I think the bigger mystery right now is who the hell is the new girl, or at least I don't know her. Probably, I say big. It's my biggest mystery. I know who the kid, the boy that's gonna be with her is. I've seen him before, but I don't know who the girl is.
I hope she's voiced by Zoe Deschanel and they change the theme song to the New Girl theme song. Who's that girl? Who's that girl? She's a Pokemon master. That's what I want. Or she's going to be a Pokemon master.
So like IGN asked everybody, how do you want to see Ash Ketchum's Pokemon Adventures end?
Oh no! All right.
It's someone said at his 11th birthday party.
Okay, I want him to go. I want him to go home. I want him to go finally go home to Pallet Town. And he walks in, and fucking Professor Oak is just fucking balls deep in his. No, I can't.
Yeah, someone said
I can't finish that sentence.
maybe reveal his father.
It was Professor Oak the whole time.
Nick, I'll do you one better. I want to see I want to see a devil's through between Professor Oak and Mr. Mime.
Oh my god, this one right here.
Let's hear it, Jake. What do you got?
Ash gets into a bathtub and asks Pikachu to use Thunderbolt.
Oh, that's awful. That's awful.
Oh, that's
We do
great.
not condone getting into a bathtub and asking your Pikachu to use Thunderbolt.
No, but we do condone Professor Oak and Mr. Mime three ways.
So wait, hold on. Time out. So I know that Professor Oak has had Ash's Bulbasaur for like almost 15 years now. Like, does that Vine Whip, is that Vine Whip like hand job? Like, how does that work? Like Bulbasaur,
okay?
Vine Whip, like this.
You're okay with that, but as soon as Pikachu uses Thunderbolt while he's in the bathtub, that's where you draw the line.
Bulbasaur was he was consenting to that Vine Whip job, okay?
I was thinking more of the crab.
Oh, no. Not Kingler. Kingler, get out of here. Pinch, use Pinch. No! Professor. It ends with Ash going to Professor Oak's funeral.
Well, I was thinking more of when they find Professor Oak, they see Bulbasaur's vines around his neck.
Oh no, he choked him. He's like, I can't do this anymore.
No, he was getting.
It was the David Carradine, the auto asphyxiation.
he was dressed up as Mr. Mime.
Oh god. I'm deleting this just so we can stop this.
We ruined it.
Please delete this. Please delete. I think this is one that hits home for all of us. Running into Smiley in the back rooms.
No, that's not a best moment.
That is the best moment because that is but that is so like it's such a scary moment.
That's not a moment I want to go through.
At the moment I want to go. So for those who haven't played Into the Backrooms, it is based off of the popular YouTube videos. You have your TV walking guy from the first video. I don't know, was Smiley in the videos? I haven't watched a lot of those later ones.
No, the only one I recognized is the big black guy who runs around. Like a giant TV.
Oh, the big TV. Yeah, I covered that one. TV guy.
He's the only one I recognized, but I
Okay.
haven't seen every single video.
Okay, so there are other monsters in here. There's a dog woman that like runs on all fours at you. She jumps out of like vents at you. And then there's another one that kind of works like Slender Man from the Slender games, where you'll turn a corner and there's just a smiley face, and if you look directly at him, you're dead. And he pops up like you can see him pretty far off. Like you'll turn a corner and he'll be like 10 to 50 footsteps away. And it's just unsettling because you'll see his face, and if he gets you, the face pops into your face, and it happened like you get scared, but it's like one of those laughing scares where it's like, that was stupid.
I don't laugh when that happens.
I do, because it's like one of those things you got so scared you're like, man, that was stupid. And
Guys,
it's
he got me.
one of the few games I got to play with you guys this year.
Well, that's because you're too busy playing Fortnite. and
Fuck you.
losing.
You can play Fortnite too. It's
I'm not gonna
free.
download Fortnite.
Honestly, I prefer Phasmophobia over Into the Backrooms.
I do too, but when's the last time we played Phasmophobia?
Fair. Probably because last time me and you played it.
Yeah. But yeah, you have to have a full crew, I feel like.
Phasmo or Into the Backrooms?
Phasma.
Oh, yeah, with both, yeah.
Backrooms too, because as soon as you get into the room with the bodies and you have to do it gets overwhelming. Like it gets overwhelming really fast in Backrooms.
I can't imagine playing that game by yourself.
Oh man,
Like,
you guys, that's on easy. We're not even playing it on normal or the hardest
I
yeah.
don't even want to talk about it. I think
And that's
it.
the first floor. We haven't gone through all the floors.
I think it can stay for now.
All right, what's the fashion glove slap?
Fashion glove slap is from Fashion Police Squad. It's like you're super like you build up a meter, and once it's filled, you put on your glove and like you do a little dance, and like he comes down and and it's like you're basically your god mode, and you just slap the shit out of people. You're like, hey, you're not dressed, slap, and it's like it's a one hit kill basically, and it, like you hit a guy and then you turn and then it zaps you to the other side and you hit another guy, and you just keep going like that for like it's pretty good, and it's got the music playing the whole time. It's hilarious.
Josh ain't having it.
Jake, are you having it?
I mean, Nick plays some weird games.
I just feel like it's all the games Nick's played recently. It's all he's got on this list is just those moments because he can't remember anything else.
No, like Fashion Police Squad was back in August or September. Some of these are from earlier in the year too.
Okay, what about Evil West? What about Evil West?
Dude, Evil West is just the most BS game. Like it's a B game through and through, and it fucking knows it. It's just cheesy. It's cheesy vampire talk. Like, oh, there's the main character. So like, there's no reason for why he talks the way he does through some cutscenes. Like he'll be fine. Like there'll be nothing going on. He'll be like, this is bullshit. Da, da, da. Like the way he talks is like you would think he was like under fire or something, but no, he's not. But then like later on in a scene, he'll be like attacked by monsters, and he'll be, "Hey man, we got to go do this." It's like, what the fuck? What is this direction? What are your acting directions here? What are you guys doing? But it's still so fun. It's so cheesy. Are
we talking like cheesy like Bulletstorm?
Bulletstorm, Gears of War, like just cheesy bro stuff like that.
Bromance.
All right, I'll allow it. I'll allow it to stay.
I don't think this one will stay, but Callisto Protocol, the overworld, once you get about halfway through the game, you go out onto the surface of the moon, and it's all snowy. It looks a lot different than the rest of the game. It looks pretty cool. There's a moment where you come. Like someone shoots down a ship, but it causes like an eruption, it causes like a massive earthquake, and you end up falling into the core of the moon. And you're controlling this part while you're like trying to move and not get crushed by parts of the building, parts of the moon. There's a similar part to that where you're in the sewer and you're being flushed through the pipes, and you got to avoid like spikes and shit. Cool moments like that. I don't think it'll stick, but so I will delete that. Josh, what do you got on this Transformers Reactivate trailer?
So, obviously, it's been a hot minute since we had a Transformers game, and actually a good Transformers game, and just the story that we're getting from the trailer, it just sounds fantastic. I mean, literally, it's Earth is being invaded by Decepticons that everybody thought was dead, so the humans decide to reactivate a Autobot.
That's it.
And to me, well, so that's the premise, but you know what it really gives me the vibe of? Like an early Titanfall.
Don't do this to me, Josh.
I'm being honest. It's the vibe I'm getting. It's early Titanfall.
You do not say early Titanfall in this house unless you mean it.
Disrespecting Titanfall right now.
I don't know why. It's giving me that. It gives me that vibe, and I'm hoping that's the case. Is an early Titanfall.
I'm willing to keep it now. That since you're evoking the holy name of Titanfall, our Lord, I'm willing to let it stay for right now.
You piece of shit.
The all-powerful T.
Nobody saves the world. Like I said in the other episode, you're a fucking loser trying to save the world. And there's this wizard who's like the normal hero in the story. Wizard. And every time he sees you, he just talks mad shit. He's like, who the fuck are you? Get the fuck out of here. Nobody wants you here. Like, he's just a fucking dickhead the entire time. Like, you'll beat a dungeon and he'll pop up and be like, yeah, that was fucking easy, wasn't it, bitch? Like, he'll just say derogatory shit. He won't say bitch, but he'll say derogatory shit.
I mean, if he did, I'd be like,
if he said bitch, I'm like, yeah.
Man, now I wish he said bitch. I shouldn't have said anything. But he'll just be the biggest piece of shit to you the entire time, and it's fucking
so he's
hilarious.
like the opposite of Toad when you'd finish a castle in Mario. He'd be like, oh, there's another princess isn't in this castle. He just come to you, yeah, asshole. You didn't really do your job. Keep fucking going.
Hey, dipshit, the adventure's not over. Keep going. Or nobody. Yeah, this was all me. Get out of here. Like he'll take credit for shit that you do.
I actually I kind of enjoy that too. That can be up there for me.
He's just the biggest asshole. All right, what are we down to? We've got Anime X Fortnite, Tunic the Manual, Signalis, Somerville, Let Me Solo Her, Suicide Squad, Kevin Conroy's Batman reveal, Hades 2 reveal, Running into Smiley in the Backrooms, Evil West, all of it, Transformers Reactivate trailer, and Nobody Saves the World Wizard. You guys seemed like you were dry on Tunic the Manual. I just thought it was cool how much detail there was in it. We can cut it though.
You could cut into the backrooms too.
Jake, you really don't like Into the Backrooms?
No, I just don't like running into Smiley. I don't think that was the best moment.
Well, what's the best moment in what's the best moment in Backrooms then?
Actually accomplishing the backrooms.
Well, none of us have done that, so.
Exactly.
I think we can get rid of the Somerville opening.
You think so?
Yeah, so like in my personal opinion, Signalis, that whole there are no rules as you get further into it, like that sounds really cool. It's a concept that not many people would think of, and it's definitely something that would like definitely drive me to want to play it, even if I already know it. And of course, I think I'm going to assume at this point, Let Me Solo Her is going to stay because really that was, I mean, it was such an impressive feat. Not only that he was able to do that, but the fact that From Software recognized him for it and actually sent him a replica of the sword.
He's
And he
just
was
wearing
naked.
a bucket. That drives me nuts.
Yeah.
It's a pot.
I could see Anime X Fortnite going just because I'm going to make a bigger argument for Fortnite making the top 10 list.
I can see Suicide Squad being removed as well. Not that it won't matter in the future. I think there are bigger moments. It's just one of those, we see a hero lose his life and we see it just a spark of it come back. It's just, you know what I mean?
It's still a beautiful moment. Like let's
It's
not
very
take
much a
away
beautiful
from it.
moment.
Just
No,
because
no.
he had passed like what, 2 weeks or a few weeks before that reveal.
Yeah. And I'm not saying it's not a beautiful moment. It's just,
I say if we're keeping one like non-gaming non-trailer, if we're keeping one non-gaming trailer moment, I think it's that over Hades and Transformers.
that's okay with me.
As cool as Hades and Transformers are, like hearing that voice one more time is like, oh shit, yeah.
You can get rid of Nobody Saves the World. That guy doesn't curse. I'm sorry.
If he was cursing, I'd be like, fuck, number one, let's do it.
They went and checked the tapes. They're like, wait a minute, he's not saying a goddamn swear word. I could also see we minimize this list pretty easily. I could see Evil West going just because I'll make an argument for it in, again, the top 10 in the next episode.
Yep, get rid of it.
All right. So now we've got 3 left. That was actually pretty easy, knocking that down. We've got Signalis, There Are No Rules, Let Me Solo Her, and Suicide Squad, Kevin Conroy, Batman reveal. What order do we want these in?
I think Let Me Solo number 1,
Yep.
Batman number 2, Signalis number 3.
You don't see Kevin Conroy reveal at top?
I don't. I think Let Me Solo Her was a bigger phenomenon. Not trying to take away from Kevin Conroy, but I do think Let Me Solo Her was just
Fascinating.
Yes. But Kevin Conroy still being number 2, that's still really good.
So for best moment, we've got number 3, Signalis, There Are No Rules. Number 2, Suicide Squad, Kevin Conroy, Batman reveal. And number 1, Elden Ring's Let Me Solo Her, soloing Melina.
Yeah, she optional boss too, by the way. Optional.
You got me one. Oh god, I want to check. Now I want to check out Elden Ring just because
Apparently,
I've been hearing about.
They say that she's the hardest boss in the game. Some people agree, some people disagree.
Well,
I mean,
they did that. Someone did a video where literally they put her up against every single boss in the game.
Yeah.
Hey, Let Me Solo Her takes it. Congrats to all the winners here. We've got another category, gentlemen, and this one is not going to be like it's new for me. So we're going to.
I think this next one is going to be Jake's expertise, to be honest.
Yeah, Jake, you're going to have to talk us through this next one. Next category is Best Esports Event of 2022. Jake, will you go ahead and read this list down to us?
All right, I got you guys. So we got Brawl Stars Worlds, Arena of Valor Premier League 2022, Crossfire Star 2022, PUBG Global Championship 2022, Call of Duty League 2022 Championship, AGLS Championship 2022, which is basically Apex, League of Legends Worlds 2022, the International, Evo, and Combo Breaker 2022.
Did you go to any of these, Jake?
I almost took the Combo Breaker just because I was moving. I moved up to Iowa, and it was like in May. It was like Memorial Day weekend, so I almost went, but
And that was in Chicago, right?
yeah,
Is it always in Chicago?
yep.
Okay, we might have to, if we work things out, we might have to.
It's always like towards the summer, like Mayish.
Okay. Just going in blind, looking at this, I see the PUBG Global Championship, and all I think is dead game.
Oddly enough, their prize pool this year was pretty high.
Yeah, but it's the mobile version, right? It's not the PC version.
I don't know, to be honest.
I hear more that the
PUBG Mobile
bigger,
is popular. Like,
yeah,
holy
PUBG
hell,
Mobile is like the game. That's why it's like I can't think it's being the actual game. It has to be the mobile.
So a lot of these games, so Brawl Stars, Arena of Valor, Crossfire, those games are all mobile games. Brawl Stars is basically it's an arena battle game made by Supercell. It's one of Supercell's 3 biggest games because you got Clash Royale, and Clash of Clans. Brawl Stars being really popular in, when it comes to esports. Arena of Valor is pretty much a MOBA game. It's more popular in the East than mobile games are just popular in the East than they are here in America.
So I'm looking at this list. Who can we cut?
So we could cut probably Arena of Valor, Crossfire, Brawl Stars for sure.
So these
First
top three.
Yes.
I still think we can cut PUBG just because even though PUBG Mobile is popular, is it more popular than LOL, everything that goes into Evo, Call of Duty League?
Yeah, we could probably cut it.
Okay.
I think you could probably cut off Call of Duty League as well because I think this year was like their lowest attendance to record, right?
Where was it? Do we know where it was held?
Call of Duty is probably in LA somewhere.
It was at San Fran, I thought maybe. Give us 1 second while we look this up.
Enhance. It was LA.
Enhance.
Okay. I still feel like it was. If I heard correctly, I believe it was their lower attendance years, and it's mainly because.
So is Call of Duty League? Do they play Warzone or are they playing regular ass Call of Duty?
They're playing regular ass.
Regular, and I think it was Vanguard.
So yeah, was anyone really wanting to play Vanguard competitively last year or this year?
I know there was. I believe it was an upset. I think it was an upset this year for the winner.
Yeah,
but I still think it
won.
But I don't think it was a big enough game. Like I think Vanguard was like one of their lower tier games for sure. And all the other people are like, no, I'm not going to even focus on this game. I'm going to get ready for Modern Warfare 2.
Okay. Can we cut Call of Duty League?
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, their prize pool was $2.5 million this year.
I'm like looking at this list. My main one that I'm thinking of backing is probably Evo, just because it was the one that I actually heard some coverage on. I think it was Street Fighter V had like the big, well, because this was Street Fighter V's last bow at Evo since 6 is coming out this year, and it had I'm not good with players' names, guys, so you might have to help me with this. But there was the one player who lost early on, who ended up coming all the way back in the losers bracket to play the champion into best of 3 or something like that. It was a big moment earlier this year. I don't remember all the details, but I remember actually like watching pieces of it and being excited.
So Evo was pretty big this year. It had games like Street Fighter V being its last major tournament. Not to mention like LAN tournaments are coming back from COVID, so this is pretty big for a lot of LAN tournaments like Evo.
And was it Tekken? It was Tekken 7's last time through too, right?
Yeah, because they actually announced Tekken 8 at Evo, so that was a huge deal.
Was Smash there?
So Smash has been. I don't even want to get started with Smash.
Don't even get me started on Smash.
Like it's not even worth playing anymore, because or especially like at this moment, it's not worth playing because their prize pools are shit. They're having issues with running like any tournament
Yeah,
because
Nintendo
like,
gets involved.
Yeah,
yeah,
Nintendo's like,
Nintendo
nah,
gets
bro.
involved, and like everything about Nintendo is just awful right now. I'm sorry, Nintendo, you suck.
Oh no, don't be sorry, Nintendo. They fucking
Don't apologize,
suck.
Nintendo.
But like on this list, I would probably go Evo over Combo Breaker because Combo Breaker wasn't that big this year. But with it being, like I said, Lantern was coming back from COVID. Just wanted to give it a mention.
Was it Combo Breaker? Yeah, was it Combo Breaker's first time back to LAN as well?
Yeah, since COVID.
What is the international? I don't know what the international is.
International is basically Worlds, but Dota.
Dope.
And it's huge, especially like around the world. It's globally huge, just
Yeah,
like
but
League of Legends.
wasn't League of Legends bigger this year though?
Yes. International was not that big this year because I think the international got canceled last year because of COVID.
And then AGLS, is that Counter Strike?
That's Apex.
That's Apex.
Apex.
That's why it says Apex at the end of it.
Oh, okay. Sneaky
Yeah.
fuckers.
There's nothing sneaky. Literally, it's at the end of it.
Sneaky
So
fuckers.
Apex-
I only read
Apex
the
was
first
pretty
4
big.
words.
Apex was pretty big this year. Yeah.
I mean, I would say international combo breaker got removed, and we have the top 3 right there. It's just a matter of putting them in their spots.
Did Rocket League have a tournament this year? Or Fortnite?
I mean, they've had
Fortnite
tournaments,
Worlds?
but
They're just not as they're more
weren't.
they're more community based, I would say, than they are like these.
Yeah. Well, they weren't memorable. That's
True. Yeah, that's Rocket League. You're either really good at it, or you really suck at it.
Trying to think of anything else to help stir the pot here because I'm an expert pot stirrer. Did Minecon happen this year?
they did
Okay,
have a Minecraft tournament actually a couple weeks ago.
How'd that go? Was that big
I don't
for
know.
him?
I don't know. It was Hunger Games.
What about BlizzCon?
No,
I know BlizzCon's more of like an announcement, like
Overwatch League is big right now, yes, but like it wasn't really anything memorable.
yeah, I was gonna say, is it as big as it was back when Overwatch 1 came out,
No,
like 6 years ago?
no. Then it's gonna keep getting worse because they either over buff characters or they don't touch character who needs to be nerfed or buffed.
Or they completely get rid of them.
That too.
Hey, they'll be back when we put them back in.
Yeah, I remember when starting Overwatch 2, they didn't have Torbjorn and Bastion in the mix. They were just gone, and then just randomly they're like, "Oh, hey, we fixed them. Here you go." I'm like, "Oh,
Isn't
George,
Tracer gone
I-
now? Or
I don't
May?
remember who's gone right now."
You know, you hear Bastion probably going to get removed again. Did you see what his exploit is right now?
No.
You know how his ult, he turns into a turret and just shoots really fast.
Yeah.
Apparently, with a certain character, I can't remember who it was. I don't remember the whole setup. But if you have a certain character who's able to boost him, you can do that, cancel out of it, shoot your secondary, and then his primary shoots just as fast as his ult does.
That game was in beta for a while too. And they
Yeah.
still keep finding
No,
broken
what
shit.
really kills people about that game is that it's free, and they're like, "We want loot boxes. We want loot boxes." Well, then they would have made it. They would have put a price on the game.
Fucking babies in their loot boxes. So yeah, I think Combo Breaker can come off 'cause I think Evo was just a bigger fighting game tournament.
Yeah, and international wasn't really that big. I think I'm not sure if it was this year or last year. I just remember OG almost people did not want OG to win because they're the only team to win 2 internationals in a row, and it was a big deal. And then they were just bullies after that. And
Well, yeah. Well, I mean, if you win 2 years in a row, you're kind of allowed to be that kind.
like I remember the second year,
honest.
the second year that they won, it was awesome that they won the first year, cool, because it was a guy that was on a team, and then everyone on his best friend betrayed him. If you ever watched like the start of OG, it's an awesome story, awesome Cinderella story. 2 friends start out, they play the game, they build a team together, and then all of a sudden he gets betrayed because like they weren't winning games, and one of his buddies goes to evil geniuses, and so
This
he had
kind of
to,
sounds like
rebuild-
players. This sounds like players a little bit.
It's like players a little.
he had to rebuild, and they end up winning the damn international. And then not only did they win it that year, they win it the next year. It was
Dude,
insane.
This straight up sounds like players.
Now I wanna
It's-
rewatch
Like,
it.
I'll show you guys a video of the story. It's very awesome, very awesome. But then I think it was last year. No one liked them because they're just assholes on the internet, and they didn't end up winning anyway.
That's fair.
I can do assholes on the internet. I specialize in that. All right, so we've got our top 3. We just need to order them out. We got AGLS Championship 2022, Apex, in case you were wondering, LOX Worlds 2022, which is League of Legends, and then Evo. I honestly think Evo's top.
Evo's
at the
one.
top on
One,
this.
yeah.
So then, how do we order the other 2?
I would say Evo, Worlds, and then Apex.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, Evo, and I almost wanted to go to Evo because Multiverses had their twos tournament there. The
Is
first
Evo
major
LA or
It's in
San
Vegas.
Francisco? Vegas.
Vegas.
Really.
They had their twos tournament in Vegas, and it was $100,000 prize pool, and like all you had to do was get top. I think it was like top 100 something, and you were going home with like $750.
Gee, you
Could
should
you
have
have
told me. I
made
would have
that?
gone with you.
Could you have made that, Jake?
Yeah, I was playing well.
Okay. So, hey, we've got Best Esports. This is definitely my blind spot, so I definitely want to do a little more homework on it for next year's. But this is a good conversation. We got Best Esports event, number 3, AGLS Championship 2022, Apex. Number 2, we've got League of Legends Worlds 2022. And then the number 1 spot, the fighting game tournament, Evo.
I mean, like if I'm just gonna plug this in, I'm gonna give a shout out to the Score Esports YouTube channel because they are the ones that fill me in on any sports news.
What are they called? Go and shout them out again.
The Score Esports.
All right, the Score Esports. We'll take our cash to Smashing Game Time directly.
I love you, Dimitri.
We've got a Venmo. Guys, we got through our 2 categories today. Starting out, we had Best Moment with Signalis, There Are No Rules, Suicide Squad, Kevin Conroy's Batman reveal, and then number 1 being the Let Me Solo Her player from Elden Ring. And then Best Esports events with AGLS Championship 2022, Apex, League of Legends Worlds 2022, and Evo taking the number 1 spot. We've got one more day of Game of the Year coverage. Tomorrow is the big one. Come back Wednesday for Game of the Year. We're going to name our top 10. It'll be a heated debate. Gentlemen, are you ready for this?
Wait, did you say top 10?
Yeah, we're picking our 10. Our 10 collaboratively.
Okay, sure, yeah.
Yeah.
Josh is like, all right, here we go. We'll see you there tomorrow, folks. Be there. Everyone have a good night. We'll see ya.
Blah.
Thanks for listening to Smashing Game Time. Join us for the final day tomorrow where we pick our top 10 games of 2022. If you've enjoyed the show, please rate and review us wherever you get your podcast. We hope you had a smashing great time. See you tomorrow.